All right, let's do the dang thing. Bop. Hello. All right, so last time we just finished Gamma 54. We have, I believe, 2 shows scheduled. Where's matchmaking? 1 show scheduled. Oh, we finished Gamma 53. And we have 1 show scheduled, so we'll need to do another show real quick. So, history. So, 53 was Moira versus Dean. And I think we're on like a... Ryan, what's up? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. How goes everything? I realize I haven't streamed since Friday. Like, I streamed, but on another channel. But for you guys, I haven't streamed since Friday. So, cheers. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we haven't done a light heavyweight one. So either light heavyweight or lightweight, I guess. So that's light heavyweight, so lightweight. So we'll add a show. And of course make it to be announced. And we'll run this one. I think we did California, so let's see if Texas. Looks like we did Texas recently. Let's see. Do we have enough popularity in, say, a Ontario? No. No, we do not. Very, very highly no. Looking around just to see what's lucrative real quick. We just went to Jersey. Texas might not be a bad shake. Massachusetts is fine. Let's do Massachusetts. And we're looking for our lightweight. And it looks like all of them are there. And since this show is week 4 of June, let's make this week 2 of August. Kind of give some space in there. Oh, that's crazy, Ryan. I don't even know what to say about that. I have a hydrophobia, I guess. I don't know. Fear of deep water. So even though I can swim, I like freeze up and get very scared. So I would be a nervous wreck. That's for sure. If something like that ever happened to me. All right. The lightweight champion. Let's look at our rankings here for lightweight. Helio has a fight scheduled. Jake Keane is recouping. For how long are you recouping? Oh, you're a prelim boy too. That's not good. Luckily that part was only up to your waist. Yeah, I'd probably be okay then, but still it would be like, do not want. When did you last fight? Oh, on Gamma 51? Oh, you were the last person to fight him. All right, so do I give a fight to Brandon Sugar, who just lost to Jake Keane? Sean Morrison, who lost. At least Luis Basora beat someone, even if it was someone who wasn't great. Let's give Luis a chance. He's on a winning streak. The problem is this would be a bad main event. And these two fought a bunch in Sigma. That said, I think I'm still going to run this. Let's alter this show to be like a basic national. One of the lesser lights. Then we'll look at this fight. Still not a main event, but that's fine. It is what it is. All right, so in history, we also had a... I wish it would tell you here, like, what their weight class, like, what the weight class was. Heavyweight fight. A middleweight fight. A welterweight fight. And a light heavyweight fight. Alright, so I don't want to use any of the big guns here because we're setting up for definitely not Boyer, maybe Kapoor. So maybe we could do something like a Gladstone Lopez and a Duke Ioana. But they're still recouping, so I'll have to wait a little bit until they're done recouping. And then... yeah, MMA has never really been my strong suit either. So... and then I think we can move on to our next Foster event, which will be in October. Well, no, we do this in August, so September. And we do that in Nevada. And we know that this fight is going to be Kapoor and Foster. They've never fought before. He's running both of them running a real hot winning streak. This would do huge numbers for us. High level international. So I might be able to get away with doing advanced national on this, especially if I do like a lesser show on this one. All right, let's move ahead a little bit. There are certainly like aspects of this that are different than TEW for sure. But I think it comes down to like booking people who are hot versus each other in your main events, and then building people to be hot in the undercard. So you don't really give away good fights on undercards. You try and save them. Tank what? I use is it enforced break? Ah, okay. Yeah, all in. I honestly considered making all in like my first um commentary show that I did, because I've always wanted to do like a thing where I do commentary, but I don't know how to do that necessarily on Twitch. Like if it's allowed for me to just sit here with a blank screen with no sound and give commentary while you all watch it, or if people would even care about that sort of stuff. But I'm not going to do that for that one. I'll probably do it for either a New Japan or a WWE show. Fatima Roy and Gladstone Lopez apparently have beef. Let's add that match. Roy, Gladstone's isn't healthy yet. How long is he out for? 4 days left. Okay. So I'll add that fight in 4 days. People do live reaction on YouTube. I see. Well, maybe. Maybe I'll do Heck in a Cell. Or something like that. It's a lot of time investment, though. Those things are like 4 hours now. Yay, everyone came back clean. Good. Good. I saw. I'm not watching, obviously, as I am here, but I did see that bit on the Twitter. All right, I believe we needed a middleweight fight. And we could get a couple people coming off a defeat, trying to build them back up. And a light heavyweight and a welterweight. So again, you don't want to give away your people on winning streaks. But this would probably be fine. I think we need to move that up because that's a better fight. And then it was light heavyweight. Of which we have... Terry Cat is on this stupid roll. But hasn't fought... Yeah, this is fine. Because this will give, you know, Cat a chance to actually win something in Gamma. Or lose and be proven to be not good. So Braun is cashing in and not just getting a title shot. That's what I understood, at least. Which is dumb. It's dumb. Why do it that way? That makes no sense to me. Just adding some prelim fights here. Probably want to go for a middleweight or lightweight fight here as well. See if we can build someone up. It's like a Brandon Sugar versus a tomato can would do well. Oh, these could be on the main card, I guess. And we move this to the prelims. I did not want it on those prelims. I wanted it on these prelims. Realize my problem with Money in the Bank. I like having the idea of when my winner is going to cash in, but I suck at long-term booking. So don't book long-term, problem solved. That's how I do it. Hey, Cracker! What's up? How's it going? Glad to see people showing up and showing out. I always feel bad because this is one of the more viewed things that I do. And, like, I feel like such an amateur when it comes to this sort of stuff. Like MMA and all that. So, but as long as you guys are enjoying it, I'm going to keep doing it. So, no worries there. And from what I've seen, you guys are definitely enjoying it. Why is this all weird? Oh! Cracker, you also followed. Thanks for the follow as well. Much appreciated. And also following since the last time that I streamed, we have Babaruski and Hijinks1. Thank you for the follows. Much appreciated. For some reason, they weren't showing on my Streamlabs. Now they are, of course, but there we go. As I try and just get us to the actual show here. All right, Ryan, lay it on me. Who do you have in the match? Let's see if me or chat can help you out here. While we get to our show. I'm on Twitch a lot. I didn't realize your streams were on Twitch until this last weekend. To be fair, I haven't been on Twitch I've been on Twitch maybe a month consistently. And like I started on Twitch 7 years ago, and then I moved exclusively to YouTube. And now I'm moving back over to Twitch. I'll still be putting stuff on YouTube, don't worry. But basically here doing this as my main source of this sort of hobby that I have. Hilton mocking Helio. Oh, they have an upcoming fight, too. Cool. Build up that hype. Get that hype. I also watch a lot of Twitch, by the way. Like, we were watching Twitch, me and my wife, right before I jumped on here. I watched it all weekend, watching the new Legacy stuff. So, I get that. Yeah, I'm considering... I don't know if there's a way to, like... also do a local recording on this being Streamlabs OBS. There is. Okay, so I'm gonna figure that out before the next one. I am partial to the tag guy turning on his friend with the temptation of the briefcase, whether or not he ends up actually cashing in. Yeah, I found it. It's literally right next to the button that you click to stream is the button you click to record. So I'm going to do that so that the stuff that I put on YouTube can be actual episodes, maybe. And then this stuff can be more hanging out with you guys. You know? Do a little bit of both. I used XSplit for a majority of the time that I've been doing this, so I have a small excuse as to why I don't know OBS. How far away are we? Sunday week 4 of June? And we are in Wednesday week 4 of June. Oh, we right there. All right, let's get this voice going. La 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 la. Can't tell you the number of times I watch the YouTube playback that I've almost commented during the videos. Yeah, I find myself whenever I'm watching a video on demand on Twitch, especially, that I want to like post something in the chat, and then I'm like, wait, I can't. There you go, Ryan. See, you got a plan. You're cutting yourself short, but you got it. You got this. You just needed to talk it out. You didn't need me. You had it the whole time. Weigh-ins. Everyone weighed in. Good, good. And we're going to watch all and continue. Our main event will be Mike Watson versus Spencer Rubenstein. Watson, the current light heavyweight champion, I believe. At 10-1 inside Gamma, 15-1 overall. Spencer Rubenstein is 8-1 inside Gamma, 18-5 overall. Also, we'll have Raul Hughes and Anthony Letourneau. A Rufus Stevens fighting. We'll see Luke Hilton and Dangerous Darren Blood. Those we just, you know what, I'm just going to close. Hope it's not too weird interacting. I'm just a normal dude. Yeah, because one of the main reasons I switched from EWR to TEW. Ah, that's super nice to hear. Thanks. I hope you enjoy it, too. Our first prelim fight is up next, in which oh, boy. Vivino fights Alex Ace in the hole. Cole. There's the opening bell. Two fighters come forward and engage. Vivino slips past a right hook attempt and attacks a left hook with the side of the body. An exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Vivino fails to land any of the strikes in a combo that ends with an attempted head kick. They are engaging again. Vivino throws a leg kick that doesn't make contact. Cole sees the opportunity and attacks with a left roundhouse kick to the body. Both fighters step in to strike. Vivino misses with a big right hand, allowing Cole to counter with a right hook. Two fighters come forward and engage. Look, Ryan, if you're going to send all of my verbal slip-ups to Botchmania, I'll have my own wing there. Also, it would get like 3 views, but still, I'd have my own wing there. Cole dodges a right hand and counterattacks with a couple of jabs, followed by a head kick that nearly misses. Both fighters meet in center. Cole is well off target with a high kick that leaves him wide open. Vivino attacks with a spinning kick to the body. We go past the halfway point of this round. Cole looks like he's going to shoot, but Vivino simply took the initiative first and throws a quick punch that doesn't hit. Cole looked like he's angling for the takedown attempt, but couldn't get in. Vivino throws a 1-2. Cole's equal to it. Coming together, striking. Vivino misses a right cross that leaves him wide open to the counter. Cole comes in with a good right hook. Both fighters step in. Vivino dodges with a right hand and counterattacks with a left cross. Takedown attempt from Cole. Cole's got the takedown. Vivino pulls half guard. Cole trying to get his leg free of half guard. Going for side control, but there's a scramble. As we move into the final minute, Cole is up first. Grabs Vivino, pushing him up against the cage. Cole drops down and wraps his arms around his opponent's legs, looking to try and take him down again. And does so. Takes the back. Unloading with massive right hands. Vivino's getting destroyed here. And it's all over. With right hands to the back of the head. Alex Ace in the hole. Cole wins via knockout with a second left. I always find myself needing to playtest the real world mods first. Alex Cole thanks everyone connected to Bear Pit for helping him prepare for this fight, and sponsors for supporting him financially. Alex Cole gives a show of respect to his opponent. That is a lot of dollars. Moving on, Adrian the Power Pascal faces the Man of Steel Ken Peters. Both wrestlers here. And we are underway. Pascal moves in and clinches. Pascal looking to muscle Peters back. He does so and has Peters pinned to the cage. Pascal stomps on his foot and presses him against the cage, wearing him down for about 30 seconds. Holding him there. Another minute goes by, just holding him. Just holding him. They're separated. Peters comes in looking for a takedown. He gets a big takedown and manages to get side control as a result. Peters fires off some rights, but Pascal is not troubled by them. Pascal tries to pull guard on Peters, but Peters doesn't get anywhere with that attempt. Peters throws a right hand to the body. Pascal tries to move to guard, but Peters doesn't allow it. Peters throws a few strike, but is clearly slowing down so he can catch his breath. Peters attempts to arm triangle Pascal's from side control, but it is blocked. Pascal tries to move to guard, but it is blocked. And that is the round. They spent half of it up against the cage. Boo. I'm giving that to Peters as well. I agree with game. And we are back underway. Stepping in, Pascal aggressively gets a dominant clinch position. Pascal uses underhooks to gain solid control, looking for a takedown. And he gets it. Greco-Roman slam. Only able to pull guard there. Pascal smothers Peters with his body by pushing forward and down. Pascal tries to pound on Peters, but they are all blocked. Peters throwing some punches from the disadvantage. Pascal leans back to avoid them. Peters is controlled against the ground, unable to shift Pascal off of him. He tries to pass guard, but Peters is able to keep him there. Peters pulls Pascal close and scores with a couple of short punches to the side of his head. And then smothers him. Smothering him. And the referee pulls him back up. Peters comes in looking for a takedown. And gets it. In half guard here. Final minute of the round. Peters firing away from punches in half guard. Pascal does not take any damage on this, though. Peters blocks Pascal as he tries to transition to full. As Peters unloads with them right hands, but Pascal deals with him comfortably. And the round expires. Very little to separate them in that round. But they're giving it to Peters. I agree. So Pascal has to end the fight here. Second up with excellent timing, Peters comes forward and shoots for the takedown and immediately gets into guard. Pascal has not stopped a single takedown yet. Clock runs down as Pascal is being smothered against the ground by Peters. Peters is now smothering. Just smothering him. Smothering him. Halfway through the round. 2 minutes and 30 seconds of straight smothering. Peters throws a few strikes. But that's to just distract you from the fact that he's smothering him. The referee, after 3 solid minutes of smothering, says, all right, let's stand it up. Pascal gets in close, clinches. Tries to push him up against the cage. Fought up against, 60 seconds left. Pascal again trying to muscle him back against the cage. Has Peters pinned. Foot stomp, foot stomp, foot stomp, and that's it. Yeah. I don't know what Pascal was thinking there. That definitely did not go the way he wanted it to. I'm giving that 30-27 Peters. Referee Gregory James is giving it 29-28 Peters. Reginald Woodhouse, 29-28 Pascal. How? Edward Wild scores the contest 29-28 Peters. Winner via split decision. The Man of Steel, Ken Peters. Boo, that fight sucked. Giving thanks, Ken Peters praises his team at Impact MMA's various sponsors and the fans who came out to support him. Ken Peters reveals that he isn't too happy about the judging, and that in his opinion, he should have gotten a unanimous decision. He is charismatic, and that helps him benefit from these interviews. That fight sucked, and I don't care if you think you should have gotten a unanimous decision, and realistically you should have. Your fight sucked. Shut up. Don't say anything. It's the big boy division. We got Bruno the Beast Doman versus John James McKinley. McKinley. That's what I'm going with. JJ McKinley. Ah, jeez. Underway. Domain throws a punch, but McKinley was equal to it. McKinley comes in, grabs a clinch, looking for a trip. Doman is taken down by a quick inside leg trip and has to pull half guard. Trying to get his leg free, passes guard with ease, and he's dropping some stiff elbows, getting pounded there. And McKinley may have hurt his hand while pounding him. He broke his hand, beating the shit out of Doman. Oh, Doman turns, gives up his back in a desperate attempt to avoid the strikes. And the pressure is being put on here by McKinley. And goes for the rear naked, and it's in. Wow. What domination. McKinley broke his hand on Doman's face and then tapped him out. What a win. What a win. That ruled. That made up for that last fight. By a lot. John James McKinley thanks to sponsors and all of his fans. John James McKinley is good at these interviews and knows how to sell himself. Now we got rapid fire. Gabby Corrales in the last of the preliminaries versus Kirk Purchase. Ryan signed Anthony Henry. Purchase, being in front of a home crowd, gets a loud cheer as he enters. Round 1 begins. They touch gloves. Corrales forces an exchange of strikes. Purchase misses with a left hand in the exchange. Corrales connects with a nice jab, and then he scores with a right cross. Corrales moves in closer, ready to attack. Purchase may have been aiming to get in close, but Corrales aggressively looks to take the initiative. Coming in with a flurry of 3 quick punches, getting 2 of them, but can't connect with the right to the body. Corrales moves in closer, ready to attack. Purchase may have been setting up to shoot. We're shooting here. But Corrales aggressively took the initiative. Showing good hand speed, Corrales lands a flurry of 3 punches, but can't connect with a right to the body. Oh, excuse me. Whew. It's because I tried to ignore that while I was doing that. Yeah, Ryan, that's the guy. He's good. Trust me. Corrales comes forward on the attack. Purchase throws a counter jab, but misses. Corrales comes forward with 5 punches, getting 2 in there. Purchase misses with a left hand. Corrales lands 4 out of flurry of 4 punches. And then he hits a big right hand to the body. So we move to the second round of this fight. Corrales comes forward, walking down Purchase. Purchase able to get a counter left in there. A successful feint leaves Purchase vulnerable. 4 punches, 3 of them land. Quick exchange of strikes, nothing really doing there. Corrales coming in again. Purchase's counter jab, doesn't really do much. 5 quick punches, 2 of them find their mark by Corrales. Quick exchange of strikes happens right in the center of the cage, but nothing comes out of it. Nothing coming here. And that's the end of the round. Some good striking there. I'm giving it to Gabby Corrales. And we go for round number 2. Exchange of strikes right in the center of the cage. Nothing comes of it. Corrales gets in there with a couple quick jabs. Engaging in center. Purchase misses with a right hook. Gets countered with a quick jab followed by a good right hook. They're both being really tentative right now in the center of the cage. But eventually Corrales comes forward. And Purchase able to fire off a counter jab there. Corrales comes in with 4 punches. Hitting 2. And then connecting with a right hook to the body. Halfway through this round, some more striking that does nothing. They come together and trade leather. Nothing really doing. Corrales breathing a little deeper now, much like Nick. Exchanging oh my goodness. Corrales forces an exchange of strikes. Purchase misses with a left hand in the exchange. 2 jabs hit home with Corrales. Then he gets Purchase with a straight right. We move into the final 60 seconds. Corrales coming forward. Another counter jab by Purchase. Attacking with a quick flurry. Corrales lands 2 of the 5. Corrales is definitely putting the pressure on Purchase here. Gets another flurry of 3 in there. And that's the round. Another round for Corrales. And Kirk Purchase has to do something here in order to win this fight. Yeah, Morgan's time was like 12 years ago, wasn't it? No. That was 2006, I thought. Final round, and we are back underway. Not that it isn't his time now, but, you know, like when he was in TNA and all that. I mean, 2 fighters exchange with strikes, but nothing significant lands. Nothing again, still nothing. Minute of nothing. They come together, nothing. Takedown attempt from Purchase. Here we go. But no. Good sprawl by Corrales. Backs it up to safety. And Purchase misses a right cross that leaves him open to a counter. Corrales attacks with a sequence of quick jabs that are followed by an attempted shot to the body that gets taken on the arm. Halfway through the final round here. Quick exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Purchase is still moving well, but he's definitely breathing a little deeper now. As they engage, Purchase scores with a jab. Does not find the mark with a right hook. 5 quick punches here by Corrales. Both fighters step in to strike. Round's coming to an end here. Purchase needs to do something quick. Purchase grabs Corrales, who looks shattered, pulls him into a clinch. 1 minute left. Purchase trying to get that Muay Thai clinch in. Gets it in. Knee to the chest, no. And Corellas can't get out. Knee to the chest, no. No, and that's it. It's over. It ends in the Muay Thai clinch, but Purchase couldn't put him away. All right, Cracker. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Catch you on YouTube if you watch the VODs and stuff. But thank you for hanging out. Judges' scores are now being announced. All three judges have given 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision, Rapid Fire Gabby Corrales. Gabby Corrales thanks his sponsors, all of the fans who turned out to support him, and also God for giving him the power to win. He's then asked who he would like to face next, and he responds by calling out Lars Gunnar Ekberg, saying he will kick his ass. So before we jump into the main card, I am going to take a minute to get a drink, do some things here. So we'll take 10, we'll say. We'll be back. But hang out, and we might have some bets starting up when we get back. There we go. Hello. How's it going? The bet system will not be working right now because it's not giving people currency like it should be. I should have that fixed. I was able to figure out how to do the betting in the Streamlab chat thing. but not quite the currency part. So you guys would be betting with like $0 essentially, which is bleh. But I'm sure that's not a necessary piece as we move on to our main card of Gamma 54, starting with someone who people who play TW should recognize, the demolition expert Raul Hughes, going up against Anthony Livewire Letourcier. We are underway. They touch gloves. Both fighters come together and strike. Hughes pushes aside a weak left head kick attempt. Comes back with a sequence of jabs that are followed by a left hook that's avoided at the last second. Striking again with nothing doing. 2 quick punches, but cannot find the mark with a left hook is Hughes. Letourcier scores a jab, but also hits a left roundhouse kick to the body. They engage in center. Letourcier uses a left jab, but is well off target with a head kick. Hughes nails a left cross. 2 combatants meet in the center and start to strike. Letourcier slips past a left hook and counter with a kick to the lead leg. Both fighters move in and engage. Hughes scores a jab and also lands a right hand to the body. Letourcier lands a left jab and drives a kick into the thigh area. Ugh. Jeez. Exchange of blows comes and goes without either fighter really landing anything significant. 2 combatants meet in the center. Letourcier lands a left jab and also a low kick. Hughes doesn't connect with a right jab but hits with a left cross. Hughes circles, smirking. They come together and strike. Hughes misses with a brace of jabs but scores with a right hook to the side of the body. Letourcier hits a quick punch and then a kick to the lead leg, looking to wear out that leg of Raul Hughes. Hughes misses a left hook and leaves himself open to be countered with a glancing blow from a high kick. They meet in center. A big right hand from Hughes, followed by a violent body kick. Hughes collapses, and he's on the ground, pounding on Hughes. Is Letourcier looking to finish him off? Right. I don't know if this is going to last. It's over. TKO. Anthony Livewire Letourcier wins the fight. Whoa, that roundhouse kick to the gut put down Hughes, and then he just got his strikes in until it was called. What a fight. Giving thanks, Anthony Letourcier praises his team at Strikeforce, his various sponsors, and the fans who came out to support him. He is asked who he'd like to fight next, and he calls out Spencer Rubenstein, saying that he can't beat me. There is no doubt about it that he knows how to talk with the best of them. His natural charisma shined here. It's too bad for Hughes, because that was... I think he can get whatever the equivalent of over is in this game fairly quickly, but he's just... As my microphone sinks here, hold on. You just can't win that fight there. We got a bit of a grudge match here with Helio fighting the Hillbilly Hammer, Luke Hilton. Muay Thai versus wrestling. Brazil versus Alabama. Round 1 begins. They touch gloves. They move in the strike. Helio goes for a leg kick, but it doesn't connect. Helio shows his great guard by absorbing a 2-punch flurry. They exchange strikes, but nothing really gets through. Again, coming together to strike. Helio off target with a jab, but hits a kick to the leg. Hilton scores with a jab, but finds his right cross blocked. Hilton, the jab does not really get through. Helio does get a jab through, but Hilton evades the second big left punch. Helio closes the distance, obviously looking to strike. Big jab by Helio, but nothing but air with the left. Helio studies his opponent, looking pretty relaxed and confident at this point. Comes forward, walking down Hilton. Helio steps into the pocket, and with a quick flurry, Helio lands 2 of the 4 big punches. Halfway through the round here, Helio looks in control as they come forward to engage. Helio slips past a right hook attempt and attacks with a right jab and a leg kick that nearly misses the target. Again, Helio is calm, cool, whatever, man. Helio hits a jab in the exchange. Can't set up the right jab, but then scores with a leg kick. Helio comes forward, walking him down. Bobs out of the way of the jab, does Helio, and moves into the pocket. 2 right hands land from Helio. Hilton avoids the big left there. So they both start striking, nothing really getting through. A minute left in the round. Helio comes forward to force a striking exchange. Hilton manages a counter jab in there, but Helio lands a right hand, and then Hilton with a body kick. Come forward and strike. Hilton misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with 2 jabs that are followed by a great left hook. Helio sees that Hilton is wobbly and comes in for the kill. Hilton just covers up, leaning on the cage, 2 days to do anything but try and survive the next seconds. Hilton throws a vicious left uppercut to try and finish, but he's dodged at the last second. Hilton, able to clear himself, no longer rocked, circles away from the cage and returns to center. Hilton misses a right cross that leaves him open. Helio attacks with a sequence of quick jabs followed by a quick kick, but that's the end of the round. Luke Hilton survived. Whoo, boy. Second round underway. Fighters go toe-to-toe with strikes, but the flurry ends without any real damaging shots landing. Helio forces an exchange of strikes. Hilton manages a counter jab. Helio fools Hilton with a feint. A jab is wide from Helio, but he hits a nice straight left. Hilton limps slightly as he circles. Helio acknowledges some instructions from his corner with a relaxed nod of his head. Cool and in control here. Comes forward on the attack. Hilton's counter jab misses. Helio's right jab hits, and a left cross hits as well. Again, counter jab from Hilton, no good. Helio connecting with a nice jab and then another straight left. Hilton avoiding a low kick there as the strikes do nothing. Hilton gets a counter left hand in there, but a jab hits home from Helio, and then a left head kick that just rocks Luke Hilton's head back and forth. Knocked right down to the ground. Helio's on top and pounding away. He is hitting these big left hands, using his side control. Helio, a knee strike. Oh, but he's caught. Hilton bursts into life and tries to scramble. Helio scrambles to his feet, but Hilton immediately drives him up against the cage. Helio's pressed up against the cage, and they remain in that position, just dirty boxing each other. Hilton may have survived again. Hilton looking for a takedown by grabbing both of his opponent's legs and trying to trip into the mat, and he gets it. Hilton throws a few rights to the body, 37 seconds left. Hilton pounds away, but Helio is not troubled, and that's the round. An exciting end there for sure for Hilton, but I think another round for Helio. And Hilton needs to sub him out here. As they meet in the center, Hilton scores with a left hook. Helio hits a jab but misses with a low kick. Engage again. Hilton misses a right cross that leaves him open to the counter. Helio attacks with a jab and a quick kick to the lead leg. Helio's still moving well, but is breathing a little deeper. Helio cannot connect with the setup strikes, but then catches Hilton with a crouching left hook. Hilton chooses to shoot in. Helio almost got out of the way, but he is left hopping while Hilton has control of one leg. Driven up against the cage. Hilton smothers Helio up against the cage, then uses dirty boxing to his advantage. And then trying to go for a cage trip here. And it is completed. Hilton gets the cage trip. Helio ends up sitting, his legs trapped under Hilton, his back pressed up against the cage, and Hilton trying to pound up on Helio, but not really doing much of damage. Helio hits several frustrated punches to the back, but they're not doing anything. Hilton, trying to get him into a more dominant position. Not able to mount at this time. Helio again just trying to work on that back there. And Hilton looks to get a better position here. And it does not happen. Oh, the referee separates him, and that might have been Hilton's only chance. As he has been dazed by a strike there by Helio. And that's the end. That's got to be the right there. 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26. Unanimous decision for Helio. That's a good pick for women's Money in the Bank. Helio gives a name check to everyone at a Brazilian Estrela Academy, and all his various sponsors, then all of his family, friends, and supporters. Showing respect, Helio praises Hilton for his skill and toughness. Almost had him a couple times. Then we got Toby Zorkin versus William Harrison. That's right, Toby the Joka Huachokya Sorkin versus Major Damage William Harrison. Judo versus Special Forces Combat. I don't know at all what Special Forces Combat is. Fight begins and they touch gloves. Harrison steps in and looks to unleash. Harrison fails to find a home for his jab, but then catches Sorkin with a crunching right hook. Harrison lands a left hand and then hits Sorkin with a straight right. Another left hand and right. Jab is wide from Harrison. Catches Sorkin with a right hook. And Sorkin is bleeding right on the scalp there. Harrison comes in with a flurry of 3 punches, landing 2 of them. And another straight right. And another. And Sorkin needs to do something here. Sorkin looking to grapple, but Harrison able to get in there first, get a jab in there. A flurry of 3 big punches there by Harrison. Sorkin trying to keep out of range so he could get the grapple in. Harrison connects with a nice jab and then scores with a right cross. Another jab and another right. This time a straight right that lands clean. Harrison lands a jab. Sorkin gets a right in there, but it might be too little too late. And Kyle Crisp is going to pause this fight to look at that cut. Doctors take a look at it. Isn't going to be an issue, and we're going to restart here in center. Harrison, unable to connect with a jab, lands a right hand to the body. 1 minute of the round remaining. Harrison hits a left hand, but Sorkin avoids a big right. Sorkin looks like he wants to grapple, but the threat of getting hit is keeping him from rushing in. Harrison can't connect with these setup strikes, but then scores with a right to the body. Sorkin had looked like he was angling to grapple, but couldn't take the initiative. Harrison uses a left jab. Sorkin evades a big right to the body. Harrison hits 2 quick left jabs, and then catches Sorkin with a right hook, and that's the round. And my word, that has to be a 10-8. Like, Sorkin got a punch in? A punch, maybe. This is not how we saw this fight going at all, and Sorkin looks a little shell-shocked. I'd say. These are 2 undefeated fighters, 12-0 and 9-0. These aren't like 2 rookies. Harrison connects with a nice jab and then a straight right. 2 jabs hit home from Harrison and another big right hand. And Harrison is starting to tire a bit. Just punching him too much. Harrison fails to find a home for his jab, but then hits Sorkin with a straight right. Sorkin can take a punch, that's for sure. Harrison lands a jab and a nice straight right. Sorkin trying to get close, but Harrison gets his jab in there and another straight right. Sorkin just cannot get in the grapple. That's what's stopping this right now. And again, another right. Harrison throws a punch. Sorkin avoids it. But Harrison shortening the range as he looks to strike. Harrison keeping Sorkin from grappling with his jabs and his rights to the ribs. Harrison moves in close. Sorkin able to be equal to that punch. Harrison connects with a nice jab and then catches Sorkin with a right hook to the body. Left hand and a right hook. Harrison again keeping Sorkin away. Harrison cannot hit a setup left jab, but then hits Sorkin with a straight right. Jab lands from Harrison, but Sorkin evades a big right hand punch. Harrison's confident right now, keeping Sorkin away. 3 quick punches and then a nice straight right. Last minute of the round. Harrison pushing himself, stepping in. Misses with some setup strikes, but gets the right hook in there. Sorkin just can't get in the grapple. Nice jab and a nice straight right. And another jab and right, as that's the round. That might be another 10-8, honestly. Was it 2016? I've honestly never seen a 30-24 in this game. This might be the closest that I've seen. And Toby Sorkin, again, undefeated. Last round, round 3. Here we go. Harrison fails to find a home for his jab. Scores with the right cross. Jab again. Another jab. Gets a straight right in there. These are all Harrison, by the way. Jab. Right cross. Harrison's looking gassed, though. Jab. Right hand. The strike reopened the gash above the hairline of Sorkin. Harrison throws a quick punch, but it doesn't hit. Sorkin comes in and grabs Harrison in a clinch. And judo throw to the ground here. Harrison grabs the cage to block the takedown. Oh, that's cheating. What absolute garbage. Sorkin leans all of his weight up against Harrison, pressing him up against the cage as he just grinds him down there. Another judo throw. Outside leg trip. Down goes Harrison. Harrison ends up sitting with his leg trapped under Sorkin. Back pressed up against the cage. Sorkin moving and gets full mount. Armbar. And he taps. With 39 seconds left, Sorkin gets the win. Holy fucking shit. Toby Sorkin takes the victory by way of submission. What? Wow. That fight ruled. Get out of here good. That was fucking amazing. Toby Sorkin just got punched for 15 minutes and then choked someone out, or technically tapped someone out. Giving thanks, Toby Sorkin praises his team at Bear Pit, his various sponsors, and the fans who came out to support him. He says that he is going to celebrate his win by heading to the local club for a victory party, and everyone is invited. Toby Sorkin is a charismatic talker and knows how to sell himself. Whew, boy. Give me a second there. That was great. And here is our co-main event. Strategist Rufus Stephens versus Darren Blood in the welterweight division. There is a roar from the crowd as Stephens enters. He is from California. As we are underway. I drank that a little too fast. Now I got the hiccups. Hold on. Sorry about that. An attempt to land a hook to the body from Blood fails to land. Blood, a hybrid fighter. Stephens, a Greco-Roman wrestler. Blood uses a left jab, but Stephens evades with a big right hand punch. Jab from Blood, but cannot get the head kick in there. Blood moves in closer, ready to attack. Stephens, backing off, hits a weak left hand. Blood missing all of his strikes there. Jab hits home from Blood, and then he catches Stephens with a Spin kick to the body. Quick punch that doesn't land there from Blood. Steffens moves in fast and clinches with Blood. Trying to use some dirty boxing here, but Blood using his wrestling skills to smother him. Steffens using dirty boxing, gets in a few crisp punches on Blood as they grapple. Steffens trying to muscle Blood up against the cage and gets it. And now he just smothers him. Hitting each other with short punches for a minute. Short punches. Dirty boxing. Dirty boxing. Punches. Time expires on the first round. Incredibly close round, but Blood came out ahead. I mean, Steffens had him up against the cage for like 3 minutes, so I'm giving it to Steffens. Blood can't connect with the jab, but then catches Steffens with a crunching right hook. Blood fails to find a home for his jab and then scores with a right cross. And another right cross. Blood moving in confident now. Comes in fast with 3 quick punches, landing 2 of them. But he is starting to slow down a little bit, having been a lot of his energy taken out from the smothering. Blood lands a left jab, but misses with a vicious right. More strikes. Blood throws some strikes and a fast leg kick, but Steffens is equal to all of it. And he catches the last kick, trying to trip him to the mat. He's got the takedown. Blood has to pull guard. Steffens begins trying to pass guard and get into the better position. Blood tries to counter the pass attempt, and they find themselves scrambling for position. Blood ends up in half guard. In half guard, Blood catches his breath, content just to throw punches to the body there. Steffens tries to transition to full guard, but cannot get it. Blood pounds away with right hands, not really doing much, catching his breath still. Blood moving, trying to pass the half. Into side control, but Steffens immediately starts scrambling. Scramble leads Blood on his back, pulling half guard. Steffens looking to get past the half guard. Not able to do so, though. Great defense there by Blood. As the round ends there, I'm giving it to Blood, which would tie it up. As his trainer gives a pep talk, Steffens is getting more and more psyched up. It's now or never. He has to go for the finish. I guess his corner feels that way as well. Steffens appears to be going to try and get in close, but Blood took the initiative first. Misses all of the strikes in the combo there, but gets a jab in and a vicious right hand does Blood. Steffens gets a hold of Blood. Catches Blood with a knee strike to the body from the grapple. Tries to wrestle him backwards up against the cage. He does so and has Blood pinned up against the cage. And now he smothers. Short punches. Smothering. 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 Brought to center. Steffens is given the first hint that he's starting to tire as well. And Blood is definitely fatigued. Final 60 seconds. Blood connects with a jab, but not much doing there. Steffens able to grab Blood. Push him up against the cage, but not able to do it. As we get to the end here, that's the fight. And I think Blood has won this. Reginald Wodehouse gives this 29-28, Steffens. Edward Wild, 29-28, Blood. Millhouse Twain, 29-28, Blood. The winner by split decision, Dangerous Darren Blood. Rufus reminds me of Tyler Breeze, and I can't tell why. He's just an attractive man. I don't know. He's got a good jawline. I think it's the model pose. For real, though. Giving thanks, Darren Blood praises his team and Evolution MMA's various sponsors and the fans who came out to support him. He brings up Gabriel Gallego, calling him out and threatening to embarrass him when they fight. And our main event, the Calgary assassin Mike Watson going up against the Reaper Spencer Rubenstein. Mike Whiteson fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Pro record of 15-1. The current Gamma light heavyweight champion. A kickboxer. And the favorite. The Spencer Rubenstein. Fighting out of Toledo, Ohio, United States. Pro record of 18-5. And uses Muay Thai. Round 1 begins. Rubenstein deliberately does not touch gloves, so fuck him. Two fighters stand and trade strikes. Neither lands a significant blow in the exchange. They engage in center. Watson misses with a big right hand, allowing Rubenstein to counter with two jabs that are followed by a superb head kick. Rubenstein senses victory and starts to unload with punches. I feel like I missed something. I might have hit spacebar twice there. Oh, God, the head kick knocked Watson down. Unloading with punches. Pounding away with right is Rubenstein. And it's all over. TKO by Rubenstein off of a single head kick. What? What just happened? We have a new champion. Giving thanks, Spencer Rubenstein praises his team at Animal House's various sponsors and the fans who came out to support him. Spencer Rubenstein shows off the Gamma light heavyweight title belt and says that he intends to be champion for a very long time. Spencer Rubenstein is a good talker and does really well in these sorts of interviews. That was a fun little show there. Fight of the night and knockout of the night. Definitely Spencer Rubenstein and Toby. I really want to give this fight of the night. I'm gonna give it co-fight of the night, Rubenstein and Sorkin. What a show. We paid Raul Hughes $61,000 to lose that fight. But I guess he made us money, so who knows. Bonus money and popularity, I feel like. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Stuart Strange. I don't know you. 5-3, 18-4. Don't know if we need to keep you, man. You could definitely get rid of that. Wow, we got 44. Okay. So all our delegated stuff we can get rid of here. I don't know who you are. Let's just delete what we have for now. Joining the teams. Oh no, a strained wrist. Alright, and that'll just leave the contract renewals. Alright, I don't know who you are, but you're 0-2, so I don't want to keep you. You're 2-2? I guess we need some people. Alright, so Bruno's gone. You're 1-0. You definitely need to come back. Raul Hughes. Oh. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. How much does he want? It's a big cut, I guess. And, like, he's beaten some of the bigger names, so... Rufus Stevens. He had a really fun fight. Even though he lost. Alex Colt won, I believe. And handily won. Pascal lost and was boring, so no. Ballard is someone who we need to bring back, I feel like. Brockett. Definitely bring him in. Will the third brand, like, wear you down? Because that could be an issue. Herringbone, I believe, is... Yeah, he's good enough to keep. Patrick Thomas. Ricky Heath. Yeah, why not? Stuart Strange. I mean, he's got a winning record with us, so we'll keep him on. Oh, definitely need to bring him back. Battle. Lost his fight. Doesn't need to come back. Purchase. 0-2. Doesn't need to come back. Gabby won his fight. Definitely should be coming back. And Harv Dennis should be coming back. And Doman not coming back. Which means we need to go sign people. Or do a reality TV show. Let's just look at our divisions here. So Den Beckersmith looks good. Bring him in. Dwight Witherspoon would be good. So that's 2 there. I would love to bring in you. And 12-3, 11-2 though. Light heavyweights. 30-year-old, 24-6. Let's bring him in. And the South Korean in, why not? Ooh. 37, 35, 32. Definitely bring you in. Brand 3 wouldn't get any pay-per-views. That makes sense. Yeah, I would do something like that. Just replenishing the roster a little bit here. The game has jobbers, but not in the big level. So you get like Gamma, which is the fictional universe version of UFC, and you have to put together everyone. But let me see if I can find a recent-ish. Like these shows, they have these jobbers who they just pop, and it gets wins for the guys who aren't in the UFC or the Bellator or the various companies that exist in the world. Also, how's it going, Lazarus? Nice to see you again. Should we set up a reality show? I'm curious. Not what I'm looking for. Would it be rankings? So we have 18 super heavyweights. A lot of heavyweights. A lot of light heavyweights. So we are definitely short on super heavyweights. So I'm going to do a reality show on Big Boys. Where our coaches... looking at the ranking. I'm doing well. Got vacation next week from, the 9 to 5 job. So I'm looking forward to that. Gary Sampson's been around a while. Sampson and Paul would be fun, I guess. Team Sampson. And Team Paul. I forgot Paul's first name already. There he is. All right, looking at this. So this will be on can. Put it on Thursdays. The AI will generate new people for anyone you don't fill in. I think you could have like a really low level, like kind of thing. So we got that. No. 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 Samson's actually in the thing. Paul's actually running the thing. I'm going to actually remove both these guys. Season 1 and 2 doesn't actually tell you, but start it up. All right, so our next show is 55, and it is fully booked. After that, we have Foster versus Kapoor, which will do huge numbers for us. Until then, I will see you guys later. This is going to be I'm going to call the stream here. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Next Monday, we'll be back to doing this. We got the schedule down there. If you're on Twitch right now, that should have all of the events in there and everything. And I'll keep that updated with what's going on. But until then, thanks for watching. Have a good one.